Waka 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 waka. Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the Citadel of NewChurch. I'm your host, Captain, here to go over a recap with our war against the Ape Clan. I don't know how to pronounce that, so we're just going to call them that until then. It was a pretty decisive win. It was an uneven match. They did have, I do believe, one extra Town Hall 11 versus us. We agreed to a no-dip war, so when we go into the recaps, you'll see why it's only 58 of 60 attacks used. By getting into the six-packers, we sadly enough didn't have many that six-packed. Everybody was just like right there. It's just enough to piss you off. But for the two people that did get the six-packs, we did have Elisa there at number 14. And then we did have the Kyokuro at number 22. As far as our shit hitters, we did have Arslan there with a 97. We had Bafo there at number 21 with a 98. We have Ani at number 20 with a 95. We have Lay Lady Lay at number 19 with a 97. We have the Green Grocer at number 15 with a 95. We have Miller Time at number 12 with a 99. And then we go all the way back up to the top with Air Magnifico, who hit a 97. Overall, again, this was a great, fun war. We do appreciate these guys to agreeing to not only even out the town hall levels, but as well agree to a no-dip war. Jumping into the recaps, we're going to start with the 12s. We do have Undeniable with the first one. He's going to be doing an AQ charge. He's got some loons getting some early outside buildings. Baby's going to be just setting up a funnel. Wizard Tower will drop as the Archer Queen is going to be going into this Archer Towers. Rages the wall breakers to ensure that he didn't have to bring like 6 of them to get into that compartment. BK is going to beat that building to ensure she goes in. Expo somehow is targeted out to the healers and not to the Queen. Since she is in the rage, she will be able to take it out before one of them drops. Drops the second one down to ensure that the enemy Archer Queen is going to drop in 3 shots. Doesn't have to... Ooh, he already phased her ability. Never mind. BK is still making his way around the base. The Queen uses the jump, gets to the CC. Sniping down that Inferno Tower. Unfortunately, the baby got into the range of her. Takes it out. That takes out the Inferno, and then goes back to the Ice Golem. The King, for whatever reason, is going to tank for the Queen even further by breaking a wall, and then continuing on his journey towards the outside. Queen is going to be able to take out this Eagle Artillery before she's going to finally make this jump, and the Air Sweeper is going to slightly be hindering her. He is going to start his Lalo. He's going to try to get the Slammer to this first Inferno Tower. Loons are going to be coming in towards these few defenses to the outside from 4 o'clock to 1 o'clock. He does have a Troll Tesla up there at 12 o'clock. Slammer is unfortunately not going to go to the next Inferno Tower. He's going to bounce all the way to the outside. But that's fine. He will act as the Hound as soon as this next one is about to pop, courtesy of this Giga, as well as a Sam eating him up. He does have 2 freezes to try to phase his way into it. Unfortunately, it's going to take a little bit longer than expected. Queen bounces her way out, courtesy of the BK beating a wall of ironically enough of all things that went on. As soon as the loons get into the range of this Giga, he is going to trigger the Grand Warden ability. No loons were lost into this attack. And then from here on out, it is basic GG cleanup. And well done, well smashed to him. For the next one, we have another 12v12 with our Vad Hawk. I'm not exactly sure what the VAD stands for. I think maybe Mammoth could probably tell me one day. But until then, he's going to have some loons coming down there from 7 o'clock with the Wizard behind. Queen coming in from 5 o'clock. She's going to be going counterclockwise. I do believe that Wizard is going to stay out of range still of all these defenses, so he can take out that storage before he finally bites the dust. Queen is going to continue on with her little minor walk. Takes out the Bomb Tower, raging her up to get to this Wizard Tower, Archer Tower, and then to the Teslas. BK is going to be making a minor little walk back after taking out that army camp. I think he bounces back to this Archer Tower. Yes, he does. The Ram has been dropped. The Queen is in the rage, so that way she's going to try to bounce back out to this Expo before the wall is back open. Then she will bounce back over to... Nope, she shoots a wall. Okay, now she bounces over because of the enemy Archer Queen, and then she's gonna walk in. Okay. Now I remember this attack. Sorry. Anyways, Kill Squad is making their way through the base, has the poison drop, trying to take out the baby in the loon before the queen will get somewhat more into rage. He has a P.E.K.K.A in there to try to beat through that ice golem a little bit quickly. Unfortunately, the queen was just enough in range. He does drop the freeze to try to endure that Expo and Wizard Tower, dropping the rage so that way the queen could try to beat through that Expo, Wizard Tower, and then bounce back over to this Eagle Artillery before he starts his Lalo. Right as soon as it's about to drop, he starts his Lalo over here at 130, going counterclockwise. Queen's going to continue pushing in. She will be able to get to this Inferno Tower. Loons are going to be slightly compacted as soon as they reach this Inferno Tower. Giga Tesla is finally detonated at 52%, obviously. Hasting his way into the Giga. That Hound is unfortunately going to bite the dust really quickly now. He's going to haste through it. Freezes the Town Hall, gets the Rage, tries to get the drop. Couple loons. Nope, those loons right there actually survived it. Queen was also affected into that Grand Warden ability, which was actually really nice. But from here on out, he's got so many loons, and the Queen is still up, ironically enough, that he will be fine in G to G. Same with the P.E.K.K.A that was in the CC. Look at him go. Woo! So well done to Mammy. We're going to jump down to number 7 with my love, Albert. He's going to get a sweet bowler bounce over here at the 430 region. As he drops his queen, directly on top of a Tesla. He's going to have a baby in the BK up here to establish the funnel. He's hoping to get this queen to go more towards this region over here with this Archer Tower to get her to Earthquake in, so that way she could reach this Eagle. Enemy Archer Queen, CC, Air Defense, Air Sweeper, Grand Warden, yada 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 yada. After this Archer Tower, this cannon is going to be slightly closer, as well as the storage, and she will walk in. King is making his way all the way to the outside of this base, so he's gained more than enough of his value. Raging up that queen, hoping not to have to phase her through these skeletons. He does beat it through, takes out the Tesla, marches directly into this Inferno Tower. Unfortunately, she's out of range of the Rage, so she will have to take a little extra shot to take it down. CC is handled. Only an Expo is on her, so she can be chilling in this Ice Golem freeze while she tries to take out that storage for whatever reasons. Just gonna rage her up. Doesn't matter that the healers are on her at this point, because once she starts stepping forward more and more, she will get into the range. Unfortunately, the healers are now locked on. Thankfully, the queen is still in the rage. So that way, when she steps up closer towards this Eagles, she will be able to take it out, dropping the rage one last time to ensure that she will be able to take it out. Queen is going to be able to swap back over. He phases just to ensure that she drops, takes out the CC, starting his Lalo coming from 5 o'clock going clockwise, taking out that Eagle. The healers are going to get eliminated, so the Queen is almost dead weight at this point. Lalo is still coming in from 730 going clockwise. Queen is taking out the skeletons, saving the loons. Still has 2 hastes in the bag. Hits the Grand Warden ability, so that way they're going to phase right through this multi-target Inferno, and then get a nice little circular disco spin, taking out a couple defenses along the way. Air Sweeper actually pushing to get a 3rd defense along the way as well. And after that disco, they get a nice split, and from here on out, it is basic cleanup. So well done to Albert, my love, my only love. So our next person is going to be number 11 with Chassis Foil. He's just going to drop the Earthquakes early because he says fuck life. Dropping the Queen over there at the 2 o'clock region. She's going to take out that cannon. Baby's going to take out that take out the regular barracks, before moving to the dark barracks. King is over there at 130. He's going to be trying to go up towards the 12 o'clock region. Queen was hoping to come down this alley directly where this air sweeper is at. Although the healers will fight the sweeper at first, she will be fine and dandy to continue on with her walk. She is hoping to nab not only this enemy Archer Queen, but this Eagle, Wizard Tower, Air Defense, yada yada yada. CC was lured via random troops. Gets the poison down. Nothing's really threatening her. Ice Golem is taking on to the Queen at this point. Although the mortar is hitting her, she's going to be fine and dandy in the chilling freeze. BK actually got some nice value up there at 11 o'clock. Queen's going to make a slight minor detour to get to this air sweeper up to the air defense before she's supposed to bounce back down towards this eagle. Apparently she shoots a ball. Never mind. Anyways, he's just going to start his Lalo now. Loons are coming in directly behind the hounds. The one hound did pop, but he's just going to haste through that the farm. The Queen is taking on the CC and the two Expos, tanking for them. Has to phase her ability to ensure that Eagle drops so the next volley won't take out the Loons. Hits the Grand Warden ability so the Loons will take out that one Wizard Tower. He can get the Slammer onto the other two. That way he can haste rage this back end side with this multi-target Inferno. He has minions pops in behind for cleanup. Hasting the Loons through that Wizard Tower, and raging through that multi-target Inferno, so that way it's going to drop like the sack of shit that it is. And then from here on out, basic cleanup, well done to him. Then we're going to jump down to number 13 with the Luckman. He's going to be doing somewhat of the same thing, AQ charge with the Earthquakes. BK was supposed to be going more towards this 130 region. Now he decides to go back to the path that he was meant to take. He has a baby and Loons trying to take out this Archer Tower. Baby will bounce back over to get to this multi-mortar. I guess the Loons will get it before the baby. Anyways, the BK triggers the CC. With the angle that they are taking, the Queen will engage the dragon first. And not the healer, so he will be fine. He rages both of them, so that way the Queen will be fine and healthy. He does have two defenses on her, but because she's in the rage, she is going to be fine and survive this volley of attacks. As soon as she's done chilling, she's going to go through this bomb tower, jump up to this Expo. I do believe she's going to fight through this Wizard Tower in storage before she bounces back down towards this Archer Queen. Raging her up, so that way when she steps up for this stuff, she's going to be nice, fast, and toasty. He does eat a Sam. He's going to start his Lalo because there's nothing really threatening the Loons at this point. Obviously no Eagles. He knows where she's going to go next, down here. Hound pops, but because the Slammer's being tanked by another Hound as well as pups, it's going to be fine and dandy going to this Expo. Phases the Queen through the enemy Archer Queen, knowing that the healers will be fine and dandies. Queen is going to bounce back down towards the 6 o'clock region, but he still has a rage and a haste in the bag for this top end side, so he's just going to haste those Loons through the first Wizard Tower, and as soon as he gets closer to this multi-target Inferno, he's going to drop that rage, so that way he gets all three of those defenses. Slammer goes to the multi, pops it just to make sure that it drops quickly, and then from here on out, just basic cleanup, and well done to the Luckman. For the next one, we have number 14 with Kyorkyo. This one, he's going to be doing a Falcon. Queen's going to be tanking as the baby just continues on his little walk. He's going to Earthquake the central core of this base, ensuring that the Valks are going to be able to go inside of this core. He does have the BK over there at the 8 o'clock region, taking out that mortar. He's going to bounce back down and join this party. Baby's actually doing a lot of help funneling for this Queen to continue on her walk, so that way when the Valk's entry in through this Archer Tower compartment, it'll be just nice and dandies. Valks just blast through that first wall, rages it up, so that way they're going to bounce around to get to this Expo. CC is pulled, but because of that enemy Archer Queen back in here, hang on. They're going to freeze from the golem first, and then the Queen's going to be able to be targeted, so that way they just push on more. He did have back-end Loons trying to take out these back-end defenses. Unfortunately, that Loon will not take out that Archer Tower. He drops the bowlers as the Archer Tower is being tanked. Queen takes it out. The bowler bounces speed them up. Slammer in, so this way all these defenses out to this outside are being easily destroyed. Queen is yet again tanking for the bowlers and they're getting some sweet bounces to help take out those buildings. And at this point, he is basic GG. He has the Queen ability. She would be able to reach the single target Inferno once they get into range. The bowler bounces are weakening that Tesla before it finally takes it out. The Slammer gets into the range of that single target Inferno, but once it pops, it's basic GG's. Has the Queen ability, has troops all over the place for cleanup, and is well smashed. Next, we have King Ozzy. For this one, he's going to be doing somewhat of the same thing, AQ charge with the Earthquakes. I don't know if you've noticed this may be new meta. He's going to have the King over there at 11 o'clock, trying to push the Queen more towards the central area of this compartment here with the Archer Tower. Baby's going to slowly but surely make his way towards the outside. Raging up that Queen. Now the healers are in the range, so she will be fine in dandies. The Wizard did not get too many shots, if any, on that Tesla, but it's fine. The Queen actually needed that to ensure she walks in. He does have a weird CC in there, so he's just going to be hanging out with those babies for a moment. BK pops his ability, taking out a whole bunch more trash. He finally, I don't think he gets to that Archer Tower. Nah, he doesn't. Okay. The Queen's going to be done chilling. Drops one more rage, so that way she's going to be able to take out this Expo. Inferno Tower, Wizard Tower, before she finally starts engaging more towards this enemy Archer Queen. I think she gets the Air Sweeper, then she marches in. CC too. There she goes. Takes out the... Woo! Yeah, she did take out the Wizard Tower, I was right. And then she's going to bounce back over to this Barbarian King because she's in the rage. She'll be fine. Starts as Lalo coming in from 2 o'clock. Loons trickling in behind because the Wizard Tower is being tanked. He doesn't have to worry about hasting those loons. Slammer onto this Wizard Tower. If it would let me click it. Apparently not. Loons are going to slowly but surely make their way directly into this multi-target Inferno. But the Slammer will get there first. He will help save those Lunars. The Hound is popped. The Pops unfortunately take one for the team, but the Queen is still up. She will be able to snipe out this back and bomb tower. Slammer is still up and rolling. He's going to be able to take out that Tesla and Archer Tower before he croaks. But again, he has the hero ability and some more loons. He is more than dandy to take out the rest of this base. Well done to them. Next, we have Z with a minor attack. This one was actually kind of funny because of anything that is surviving the whole raid. The Barbarian King. He's going to have the BK up there at the 12 o'clock region. He's going to take out a Tesla and a Archer Tower with a Wizard in behind. Has the Slammer helping to ensure that that Tesla farm drops. Has a baby over there at the 2 o'clock region with the Queen at the 4. She gets her goal done, so that way these minor push in at this air defense Archer Tower. They're going to push directly into the base. Queen is getting some more defenses down. Baby actually joins in with these miners. I think he's about to bite the dust. Yeah, okay. Miners are just slowly but surely making their way in. Queen is just outside of the range of this Archer Queen. She will get that Dark Barracks before she finally kicks the bucket. That random Wizard Tower over here is being a slight inconvenience, but with that heal, they're going to bounce over there, get him, and then come back into the main compartments. Again, watching that BK, I have no idea how he's still alive, and he does survive the whole raid. And I do believe this is an attack he had a swag heal, if I remember correctly. All these miners are just going to basically compile onto each other because he has them all over and in thick herds nonetheless, although he is eating some springs. Again, I have no idea how that Barbarian King is still up and rolling. Oh, no, the King dies at the very end. Sorry. 2 goblins take out the Town Hall. But yeah, this is one where he swags a heal. Okay. Hound is still trying to do his thing. At this point, the goblins are going to be the ones tanking for that cannon. Boop, boop. Should have sped it up. And then, well done, well smashed to Z. We have Lay Lady Lay at number 17. AQ charge with an earthquake, imagine that. Has a baby over there at 3 o'clock. The queen coming in from 2 going 130. I do believe he has the BK coming into this dark barracks or hut to continue on towards 11 o'clock going counterclockwise. His primary goal for the queen was to go down this alley that this air sweeper was in. Baby did somewhat of work towards the outside of this base. Rages up the queen, takes out the wizard tower, going to lower the CC before he does take out that multi-target inferno. Unfortunately, the air defense is targeting his healers. So he's just going to start dropping some loons, hasting them into that mortar. Archer tower. And I do believe they go... Nope, they don't. Never mind. But the loons are going to tank so that healers are going to be tanking a little bit before the queen finally gets back over. Phased her ability to try to speed her up. BK is still doing his thing, going towards the outside of this base. She is not going to get the CC before he has to start his Lalo. So even though the queen is unfortunately dead, with the way that he does his Lalo was fucking magnificent. It's the kind that you just would suck a dick because you have nothing better to do with your time because you're so like in awe with the attack. Wizard Tower does get the zap on the Hound, but the loons are coming in behind, raging them up to get through that. Slammer is going to be able to take out this, if it'll let me select it. Multi-target Inferno. Okay, maybe not. Raging those bad boys up. They're going to take out that Wizard Tower. Multi-target. And then Air Defense. And then the Max Loons are tanking for the regular Loons, as he's still got minions pups around the place. And at this point, it's just basically beating through random buildings, trying to get the cleanup. So the next one, we have Elisa at number 18. Has a Falcon attack. Has a Wizard tanking for the Queen at the mortar. He does bite the dust, but it was well worth it. Drops the healers in behind. The Queen will step up to get to this Dark Elixir storage before she bounces to the left. I don't know why he has a random hole in that wall, but he didn't need to abuse it. He has a baby over there at the 730 just to remove a couple buildings. His Falcons are going to be opening up this junction right here with this Archer Tower. Again, I'm not exactly sure why he has holes in this base, but okay. Dropping the Valks in behind. That way they're going to take out these storages. Bowlers are going to get some sweet bounces on the gold storage, raging them up, so that way they're going to beat through that wall, take out this Archer Tower. Archer Queen will step up. All the Valks are going to get into the core of this base. Bowler bounces are removing bomb towers to the outside, so that way everybody will go to the CC. BK is going to step up and ensure they all go towards that region. He's going to have the BK towards this outside by 8 o'clock, going clockwise to remove all that trash. Has the Slammer coming in from 3 o'clock. Despite the fact that it's fighting an air defense, at this point he still has both hero abilities. Slammer taking out the random defenses, has a haste to get through that Wizard Tower. Gets a nice split with the Loons. And at this point, the only thing that could be a slight hindrance is the multi-target Inferno, but boop, boop. He still has the Queen ability, and she'll be able to reach it as soon as she gets done shooting random buildings. Even the Loons get to it and take it out. So well done to them. Next we're going to do to the Wasp. It's going to be another variation of the Falcon attack, sorry. Gets a sweet little bowler bounce over there from the lab. I didn't know you could actually do that. Has archers taking out that one random hut, and they're going to continue on. And then the bowler's going to bounce over here, and he's going to get this mortar bounce. So that bowler definitely earned his keep. I do believe he gets it with his dying breath, too. Boop. Anyways, he's going to Falcon, and I do believe he gets him to come in from this cannon area. Does get the CC pull, drops the poison, takes out the dragon. Has a Valk over there with the BK to ensure that that Tesla farm is going to slightly die. Some skeletons are popping out, but the Valks will remove that pretty quickly. Healers on the Queen are slightly not helping out so much. She's going to be able to step up. So the Valkyries are going to beat through that wall. They're going to get into this compartment. The Queen will help pull them in towards the CC central compartment. So that way that's a nice toasty little area where all this stuff can get. Slammer's going to be able to take out that mortar, take out this air defense, and continue to the outside, ensuring, again, everybody would stay in the core of this base. Queen is slowly but surely taking out the air skeletons. The healers are unfortunately starting to bite the dust at this point. But again, the Slammer still has his haste. So the Queen takes out that air defense, so he's going to haste into that wizard tower, hopefully getting the Archer Queen to get to this back end. But the Valks get there instead. Remove him on one quick swipe, and then from here on out, it's just basic cleanup and well done to them. For the next one, we have number 22 with, again, Eliza. I don't like showing 2 attacks from the same person unless they're truly awesome, and again, this was a fun one that I really enjoyed, so listen to me mumble. The baby's going to be setting up over at 1 o'clock, AQ at 11, BK at 10:30. He is going to slightly bounce in towards the Queen, but she'll be fine because she's taking the heavier damage. Hits the rage. She will survive that Tesla farm. Baby's going to remove the 1 Tesla before he croaks. King is going to go to the mortar and then continue on towards the outside like he was meant to be. AQ is going to step up, dropping the poison. That's the AQ dragon, baby dragon. Because the barbs are tank. Oh, no. The healers aren't in range. Never mind. He is going to phase the Queen momentarily, I do believe. Maybe not. She is just taking her time fighting through these expos. Again, not much is really hitting her, so she is going to be fine and dandy. BK is still up and rolling, going around the outside of this base. There is a random wizard tower here up and ready, but hey, fuck it. Slammer's going to be able to take him out. Slammer takes him out, and then the Hound is going to try to get over there to that air defense. Unfortunately, the Slammer was in range, although he does eat the Sam. Slammer takes out that air defense. Loons are coming in behind. Bloop. Move down a little bit more. Still has the Queen ability. I do believe this is where he's going to phase her through that BK. Hounds are still tanking for these Loons and Slammer. Takes out the bomb tower, so everybody's going to be nice and tightly compacted. 1 random Loon comes back over to this cannon. Still has a Hound up in front. It is going to pop, but he still has a haste in the bag. The Queen does march around to tank for this wizard tower, and at this point, it's just swag, haste, and cleanup. Well done to them. Lysa, so we got number 25 with Onizuka. Again, this is another Falcon attack. This time he uses a Ram. Baby up there at 1 o'clock, establishing a little funnel. AQ over at 11. Healers dropped for the Queen. Baby is tanking for the Queen. Queen steps up. Baby is still in his rage ability. Does rage the Queen. The baby's going to step up to get to the Queen. She is going to start the roll towards the outside. Ram is coming in. BK to the outside with the wizard in behind. The angle that this Queen has to take to get inside that wall juncture, it is going to be slightly awkward for these healers. But the Valks are going to get there in time and save them. Rages them up. They're going to be chilling for a moment. Puts the heal down to make sure that there's not going to be much heat onto the Valks. Finally, this queen is going to get them to go into the complete core of this base. Rages them up again. The ram is still beating through walls. The Valks are going to take out that Expo. Queen is still shooting over top of these walls. Bowler bounces for days, taking out a whole bunch of buildings. Hogs are coming down here at 8 o'clock. Or 7, sorry. It was actually a swag heal there because nobody was targeting those hogs. And then from here on out, just random hogs and Valks running around this base. Boop, boop. Freezing the 2 Teslas to ensure that everything would be hunky-dory. Has the queen ability in the bag. Well done to Annie. And for the last one, we have Bappo de Gisa. For this one, he's got the baby coming in over at 2 o'clock. Queen right there at 4. Baby's going to be able to take out that Dark Barracks, jump to the Elixir Collector, and then help out with the Queen at the Town Hall for a little bit before he finally kicks the bucket. King is over there at the 430 region before joining up with the Queen. Nails the jump, so the King is going to help kill that Archer Queen. Takes out the Tesla before the Dragon will get in range to take him out. Queen, for whatever reason, was going to bounce to the outside to get to that Tesla, but then decides not to. Hits the Rage, so that way she's going to live through that Dragon and Ice Golem. Just going to be hanging out, chilling. Takes out that Archer Queen pad. She's going to be able to snipe all this stuff for free. BK is going to be locked onto the Queen. Since she's in the Rage now, she'll be fine and dandy. Slammer's going to take out that Wizard Tower as the Hound comes in towards that air defense. Loon's behind, freely tanked. He has another Hound coming in. Now the Slammer is being targeted, but at this point, it will be targeting that air defense to take it out quickly. Single target Inferno takes out that Hound. Our Archer Queen is going to be able to snipe some more of these buildings. I do believe she makes it to the outside. Loons are starting to compile up. He's hoping to hit this Rage right here, to fight through here, to haste through that Wizard Tower. Unfortunately, the Loons are a little bit too compact at this point. He does get the one little drop onto the cannon before they bounce back out, and then bounce back in. And at this point, again, it's just basic cleanup, waiting for everything to just get around to the outside. Pew! And well done to them. And with that, that wraps up our recap. I hope you enjoyed this war. I know we all did and would love to have a rematch with these guys. So until then, have a good one.